Now, there were some reports today about Luka Doncic that were kind of, I wouldn't say surprising, but they were kind of off-putting for probably most Laker fans, right?
A good check for sure.
So Shams reported on SportsCenter today that if the Lakers advance to play OKC, it's looking likely that Luka would not be back for this series. Now, we've gone over this timeline numerous amounts of times on this show, right? He was kind of given that 4 to 6 week time frame. And when you think of a partial tear, typically people go into about that 6 week period. Now, that 6 week period would put Luka towards the back end of the series, about game 5-ish, depending on how the schedule kind of works out. They haven't fully released it, but we're assuming, around game 5, game 6-ish would be kind of that 6 week period. Now, this is also coming off of having one hamstring strain and then re-aggravating it, right? So they're being extra cautious because you can't just send him out there and expect him not, like if he's not ready, not to aggravate it again. So they kind of have to do their due diligence with that. He just returned to on-court stuff. The video that I was taking a couple of days where he's doing stationary, I said it right there, it does not look like a player that'll be back in about 1 to 2 weeks, right? And that's probably likely. Now he's starting to get more movement going on, but he still has to go to 1-on-1s, 3-on-3s, stuff like that. Kind of like the whole Austin Reeves return to play timeline. So what were your thoughts today when you kind of heard what Sham said?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the news. Obviously, you guys all know we're Laker fans, and pretty sure it's not the news that we wanted to hear. We want to just hear that, hey, he's super close and he's feeling good and he could be back first couple of games of the series. But I think where there's like smoke, there's fire. And I think with Shams reporting that, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's kind of engaged with kind of what's going on. And so, and there's just like, it's like simple math, right? Like, so I think this Thursday would be 4 exact weeks. And it's a 4 to 6 week injury a lot, and oftentimes it's more of that 6 weeks, and if not more. And 6 weeks would be a couple weeks, or maybe a week and a half into a series, right? Yeah. And we know that a series, lasts a couple weeks, 2 weeks max. And so, I don't know. Is it a little bit of gamesmanship? Maybe they don't want to show their hand. I have no idea. But we can hope that. But I think it's just a lot is on the table. It's like, hey, we got to go for it. We're going to be in the second round, hopefully in the playoffs. Nothing is ever guaranteed in the future. But then they're like, man, he's going to be coming back against probably the worst team to come back against in the middle of a playoff series. We will not go into a series and say we're going to lose, but I mean, it's going to be very challenging to win that series.
So hard.
Yeah. Right. And do we risk that, him damaging it even further, or God forbid a knee injury? There's a lot riding on this, and there's a lot of big decision making. Yeah. And at the end of the day, it's probably up to 70% Luka, maybe 30% team. But as you've been kind of reporting, I mean, we said 4 to 6 weeks for a reason. It's at 4 weeks now, almost. Yeah. And I guess it shouldn't be a surprise, although it kind of feels like it, because we all thought he was magically going to come back after going to Spain, right? And so,
yeah. I mean, I think that's what threw everybody off, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was saying all along that this doesn't mean his healing is going to be completely sped up, right? It just, there's no magical pill. He's not going into the chamber and looking like Wolverine. Like, none of that was going to happen. But we got a sense that maybe because of that, it would be, oh yeah, he's going to be back in maybe 3 weeks or something like that, which is just obviously was not the case. Like I told you guys originally, this is acute injury versus like chronic stuff. Kobe, when he went there, LeBron, when he went there, that's kind of like chronic things that they were dealing with. And they're trying to inject into the joint and try to get that joint moving better. Yep. This is a soft tissue injury. You still have to go through that healing phase. The muscle is torn. Just because you inject something and it does not attach the muscle, it still has to heal, scar down, all that stuff. So I think that was part of the issue. Like people just had these expectations that he was going to be coming back. I even remember telling you when Austin Reeves' timeline came out, they immediately said he won't be back until 46 weeks. They immediately put those like expectations on him. They gave no timetable for Luka. And Austin's essentially back in about 4-ish weeks. We're about to hit 4 weeks on Thursday. So I think it was just about expectation versus reality.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And it's a bummer because obviously we want to get through this Houston series first, and it's fun. And it's like maybe, hey, didn't even really expect to like be up 3-1 and hopefully win that series. But I think we all thought either extend the Houston series or get to the second round and hope that we have a nice gift that's wrapped and a nice little bow on it with Luka waiting inside. And it sounds like it's not going to happen, at least for the first, handful of games in the series. And if the Lakers are lucky enough to get to 5 or 6 games, which I think would be a miracle in itself, then we'll see. But you know what? I guess just can't worry about that for now. I got to worry about tomorrow first, see if Austin comes back, which we're going to get into right now.
Yep.
And then just take it from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody in the chat that says it's
I saw that
70% Luka, 29% the team, and 1% LeBron.
I like that.
I like those little numbers there, but it's really, really, really up to the team, and then likely Luka kind of gets to make a decision on how his body really feels.
Yep.
But who knows? LeBron maybe have a decision in there, maybe.